He had something to say, actually. He had a new interview where, let's just say that his predictions for the future are very confident. Let's have a look on what our friend who cares about humanity. He's a philanthropist. He gave his money away. He didn't just move his money from one bank account to another. No, no. He gave it to help us. He didn't double his earnings in the pharmaceutical industry. He just gave it away from his own heart. All right, let's see what he has to say here.
That have almost avoided the epidemic entirely, like Taiwan, New Zealand, Australia.
And for those of you that can't tell, Bill Gates is on the left. He's not on the right.
They took their experience and actually prepared, and so they moved a lot faster. So we, we'll have to prepare for the next one. That, I'd say is will get attention this time.
Okay. So he said, we have to prepare for the next one, the next virus. And then he said, this one will get attention. And then he started smiling. And then his wife started smiling. I mean, what more evidence do you need? He's in charge of this. He's going to unleash the virus. Let's watch it one more time. And a lot of people say, Roosh, you're crazy. Well, when you see what those with power are saying, how can you not come to these conclusions? How can you not? I mean, it's right in our faces, people. It's out there. They can't even hide it anymore because their veins course with this evil. They can't even, if they wanted to hide it, they can't even do it because their lives are just totally dominated by this evil system of control.
Very quickly, like experience, and actually prepared, and so they moved a lot faster.
Here it is.
So we, we'll have to prepare for the next one. That
look, he starts smiling already because he knows. He said we have to start preparing for the next one. His mind was filled with the image of the virus that's coming that he knows, and it makes him happy because he can usher in all his plans because of it.
I'd say is will get attention this time.
That is some evil stuff, man. Why would you smile when you're talking about a virus that's going to be bigger than the one that we've had? Why would you smile at that? Well, because that's what you want. So, okay, so I think we know there's going to be a virus that's going to be, I would conservatively estimate, 10 times bigger. You're going to know people who are going to succumb to it. It's going to scare the hell out of you. It's going to scare you. Next one coming is going to scare you. It's probably going to be more of the real deal. I see coronavirus as like a warm-up to start to test and perfect their systems that they're going to use. And the next one is going to be the real one. So what can you do? Can you, like we talked about earlier, stock up on food? Can you build a homemade ventilator? You're going to store up amoxicillin, penicillin, antibiotics, or whatever? Maybe, you can do what I did when coronavirus came. I bought a huge bottle of vitamin C. Yeah, vitamin C is going to save me. No. When it's your time, it's your time. Only thing you can get ready, I've been beating this drum, is prepare spiritually. So that when the virus comes, you don't fear it. Fear is not of God. Fear is not of God. If you feel fear and you don't fear God, it's not of him. I only fear God. I only fear going backwards, backsliding, and committing sin. But if you fear anything other than God and his judgment upon you, you fell for it. You fell for a big trick that Bill Gates is running on all of us. So that's a good test. What do I fear? What do I fear? I read today from the Bible. We're taught not to fear. We are taught not to fear. Our Lord told us, don't be anxious. Don't be anxious. That was his command to us. And here we are. The virus is coming. I'm scared of the virus. What are we going to do? No, don't fear it. Especially the New Testament, I don't see it as a metaphor. Some parts of the Old Testament, yeah. But the New Testament, I take it literally. And if you know me, you know that whatever I do, I go all the way. When I was in the wrong path, going all the way was not so great. But when I'm in the right path, going all the way tends to produce a faith that will endure, I hope. But if I only go halfway, if I just, I'm praying every day, but all these YouTube videos are so good, Oh, church every Sunday, I want to sleep in, I'm tired. No, got to go all the way. If you're going to do something, do it correctly. And if there's anything that you should go all the way in, it's your faith. Going halfway makes an assumption that you have all the time in the world. And it insults God too, because you're acting as if you are God to know that you have time. How do you know? Yeah, build your barn, stock it with your food, stock it with your entertainments, think that I'm going to be happy and merry because I have this great house with all my food and Netflix. Yeah, then God will demand your soul right then and there. Is my stream done yet? I'm getting tired.